to create some bylaws so that things do recognize
I don't know, sir. I'm not sure.
Man, I feel like and you're wise to just run it all.
If you have a contract with somebody and they, John Deere says I'm going to deliver a tractor and the board doesn't vote on that. I mean, it's all discussion. We don't need to do this again.
Good morning. I'd like to start off with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning. I'd like to call this meeting of August 14th, 2025, meeting of the Board of Regents. Roll call, please.
Regent Lacey? Here. Regent Calamari? Here. Regent Wilkins?
Yes.
Regent Schroeder?
Yes.
Regent Clare?
Yes.
Regent Kenny?
Yes.
Regent O'Connor? Here. Regent Schaefer?
Yes.
Regent Shear? Here. Regent Stark? Here. Regent Whites?
Here.
Regent Wilmot?
Here.
Quorum is present.
In your materials, you have copies of the minutes of the board meeting from June 19th, 2025. On your review, I'd like to entertain a motion to approve if there's any corrections to these minutes. Motion's been made. Need a second?
Second.
Any revisions? Roll call, please.
Regent Calamari? Regent Wilkins?
Yes.
Regent Schroeder?
Yes.
Regent Lacey? Yes. Regent Kenny?
Yes.
Regent O'Connor? Yes. Regent Schaefer?
Yes.
Regent Shear? Yes. Regent Stark? Yes. Regent Whites?
Yes.
Regent Wilmot?
Yes.
Regent Clare?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. In compliance with Nebraska Open Meetings Act, the board has posted a copy of the act at the entrance of the room. To begin the meeting, we invite President Gold to take a podium and lead us through the recognition of the 2025 President Excellent Award recipients. President Gold.
Well, thank you, Regent Kenny, and good morning to all of you who are here today. I'm really excited for this part of the meeting. It actually is one of my favorite board meetings of the year because of this opportunity. As I'm sure our board members know, but members of the audience may not know, that the President's Excellence Awards are the most prestigious faculty honors given by the President's Office. They're given annually, recognizing exceptional achievements in teaching, research, engagement, and innovation. The recipients are selected after a rigorous nomination and evaluation process. The list of honorees over the years for these awards represent the truly world-class group of individuals who have made extraordinary differences to our students, to our state, to our workforce, and in almost all cases to the world. We have begun to recognize these individuals for the last several years during our August board meeting. We believe continuing this tradition is important, and we can't be Nebraska humble when it comes to talking about the world-leading work that our faculty are doing. The setting of the board meeting allows us to literally tell the world about these achievements. So we're pleased once again to honor our President's Excellence Award winners today. First, I would like to welcome all of the past recipients of the President's Excellence Awards who are with us today. I want to thank you for helping to welcome your colleagues and, of course, for all of your hard work on the selection committee. One of the rewards, by the way, if you're not aware of this, for those of you that are winning an award today, is you will be assigned to a committee to select the recipients in future years. Highly valued, by the way, and overpaid. Of course, I want to give a special welcome as well to the family members, friends, and colleagues of our winners who are taking time to be part of this celebration, both in person and online. I know your support means a great deal to the colleagues who are being honored today, and I share your sense of pride in celebrating their accomplishments. So now let's begin with the Presidential 2025 Excellence Awards. For each award, I will introduce the recipient and invite them and any family members or colleagues that they may wish to join me at the podium to receive the award. And then we will take two photos. We'll take a photo with myself, the award winner, and then we'll take a photo with myself, the award winner, and any family member, colleague, or anybody else you can find that would like to join you for a photograph.
People who like to photobomb.
We begin with the Outstanding Research and Creative Activity Award. This award honors faculty members who have performed research or creative activity of national or international significance with a sustained record of excellence. To be eligible for this award, a major portion of the work for which the faculty member is being recognized must have been performed here at the University of Nebraska. For this award, there are two recipients this year, which means that their scores were equal on the ranking committee. And we'll begin today with Timothy Schoffert. Timothy Schoffert is the Adele Hall Professor of English, Women's and Gender Studies, and the Glenna Lushel Editor of the Chief of Prairie Schooner, and the Director of Creative Writing here at UNL. As an author of 7 acclaimed novels and editor of numerous literary works, Professor Schoffert's writing, often rooted in original archival research, unearths lost histories and reimagines events from the Omaha World Fair to the Nazi-occupied Paris. Raised on a Nebraska farm and now a longtime professor here at UNL, he has elevated Nebraska's presence in world literature while championing the voices of others through his editorial work, including as the new editor of the Prairie Schooner, which is, by the way, the nation's longest-running university-sponsored literary journal. As one colleague noted in the nomination, quote, "I have worked at the university for nearly 30 years, and no one has impressed me more than Professor Schoffert for his generous and tireless support of other writers," end quote. Professor Schoffert's novels have been noted as the New York Times Book Review Editor's Choice, an Oprah Book of the Week, and the LA Times Best Book of the Summer, among many other distinctions, and have been translated into multiple languages, including French and Italian. So congratulations, Professor Schoffert, and please join me at the podium. The second award in this category is being presented to Dr. Jay Storrs the Willa Cather Professor in the School of Biological Sciences, again here at the University of Nebraska, Lincoln. Through elegant, well-designed studies, particularly his work on hemoglobin in high-altitude species, Dr. Storrs has influenced multiple fields of biology. With more than 160 peer-reviewed publications, over 14,700 citations, and articles in top journals such as Science and PNAS, and many others, his work is truly recognized worldwide. Dr. Storrs organizes and leads mountaineering expeditions in the Andes of South America to survey the elevational limits of animal life, and he coordinates a large network of collaborators at research institutions in Argentina, Bolivia, Chile, and Peru. Again, as one of the colleagues noted in the nomination, quote, "You translate curiosity into elegant research design that is carried out impeccably to answer important questions that are of fundamental nature in biology," end quote. Congratulations, Dr. Storrs, and please join us. Now we'll move to the Outstanding Teaching and Instructional Creativity Award. This honor was inaugurated in 1992 to recognize a sustained record of excellence in teaching and creative work devoted to making instruction more effective. The first of these awards is presented to Dr. Betsy Becker, Professor and Director of the Physical Therapy Education and Chair of the Department of Health and Rehabilitation Sciences in the College of Allied Health Professions at the University of Nebraska Medical Center. Dr. Becker's dedication to teaching, curriculum innovation, and student mentorship has significantly shaped the educational experiences at UNMC. She has led the development of impactful programs and expanded access to care through rural-focused initiatives. Her work in physical therapy education across Omaha and Kearney reflects her commitment to high-quality, innovative learning. She is a committed mentor and coach, supporting faculty development and helping early career educators and future physical therapists to shape their professional identities. Her research spans topics such as professional networks, communities of practice, and women in academia. By integrating lifestyle medicine and mental health tools, she's improved students' performance and reduced the need for remediation. As an early champion of e-learning, Dr. Becker has transformed classrooms and inspired students and colleagues alike. Congratulations, Dr. Becker, and please join me at the podium. The The second award in this category is presented to Dr. Renee McPhee. Dr. McPhee is coordinator for the professional program in veterinary medicine, a collaborative initiative between the University of Nebraska Lincoln campus and Iowa State University. That's a small institution on the other side of the Missouri River. Dr. McPhee's dedication to teaching excellence, scientific rigor, and student success sets a high standard in veterinary education. With her rare combination of deep physiologic knowledge and clinical experience, she brings a holistic and practical perspective to the classroom, connecting molecular mechanisms to real-world applications in ways few can do. Her teaching is grounded in evidence-based pedagogical practices with an emphasis on active learning and assessment techniques that promote long-term knowledge retention. She approaches teaching as a science, continuously refining her methods and embracing new technologies to give students the best possible preparation. Her courses are known for their rigor, but also for the compassion and support that she offers each and every student. As one colleague shared, and I quote, "You are a pillar of support for students in our program, and you prioritize this role to maximize student success," end quote. Dr. McPhee, please join us at the podium. Now we move to the Innovation, Development, and Engagement Award. This honor was introduced in 2007 to recognize excellence in engagement and outreach for faculty who have extended their academic expertise beyond traditional university boundaries in ways that enrich the broader community. We have two recipients for this today. The first 2025 award is presented to Dr. Gina Ligand, the Jack and Stephanie Koroleski Professor for Collaborative Science in the College of Business and founder and director of the National Counterterrorism Innovation, Technology, and Education Center, better known as NSITE, at UNO. Dr. Ligand's visionary leadership, her impactful research, and unmatched ability to build meaningful partnerships have transformed both UNO and the field of counterterrorism research. As the founding director of NSITE, the Department of Homeland Security's only center of excellence, she has established a national hub connecting academia, law enforcement, and federal agencies. Dr. Ligand collaborates closely with the National Strategic Research Institute and the Institute of Agriculture and Natural Resources. On a national security research area and public safety issues, she leads in Nebraska. She has authored more than 80 peer-reviewed academic publications, and she has recently testified before the United States Senate Homeland Security and Government Affairs Committees on terrorist threats regarding the upcoming World Cup and the 2028 LA Olympics. Dr. Ligand, please join us at the podium. The second recipient in this category is presented to Dr. Karoli Murnix. Dr. Murnix is the Hattie B. Monroe Professor and Dean and Director of the Monroe-Meyer Institute for Genetics and Rehabilitation at the University of Nebraska Medical Center campus. Dr. Murnix's leadership has transformed the Monroe-Meyer Institute into a nationally and indeed internationally recognized center for excellence in service for individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Under his leadership, the Institute has expanded access to care, including in rural and underserved communities, and has championed community engagement, establishing MMI's Office of Community Engagement. He's also built lasting partnerships across all corners of the state of Nebraska. And again, as one colleague has shared, and I quote, "You lived the philosophy that is seen on the wall when you enter MMI." Quote, "The true measure of any society can be found in how it treats the most vulnerable members," unquote. In recognition of his work, he received the 2018 Help is Hope Award from the Autism Action Partnerships and is recognized in the 2019 Friends of Scottish Rite honoree. Congratulations, Dr. Murnix, and please join us at the podium.
Don't be shy.
Next, we will present the Faculty Intellectual Property Innovation and Commercialization Award, better known as the Phi Pika Honors. And this recognizes faculty who have developed and nurtured intellectual property from concept to licensing or even startup businesses. This year's recipient is Dr. John Nguyen, Assistant Professor of Emergency Medicine at UNMC and clinician in the Nebraska Medicine Emergency Department. So if any of you aren't feeling great, the right people are here.
We got good people.
Dr. Nguyen innovations in emergency medicine and medical technology have made a profound impact on both patient care and health equity. Through his work at UNMC and as co-founder of the HEMA Global and University Medical Devices, he has successfully developed and commercialized technologies such as the rapid smear and microwash. Both are tools that are already improving the quality and safety of medical care worldwide. As the most prolific inventor in Unimed's history, which is saying quite a bit, he has distinguished himself as a passionate innovator and entrepreneur, while also fostering a collaborative culture that empowers others to solve real-world clinical challenges. His primary research lies in finding the nexus between technology and medicine to improve patients' overall wellness and to end global health disparities. Congratulations, Dr. Nguyen, and please join us at the podium. now honor the recipient of the Innovations in Student Success Award. This award recognizes a faculty-led or a faculty-involved team effort that has made a unique and significant contribution to improving undergraduate six-year graduation rates. This award honors specific and successful innovations designed to improve retention and graduation rates among students that serve in a particular major, within a school, within a college, or throughout one of our campuses. Over 50 years, the Goodrich Scholarship Program has provided an opportunity for any Nebraskan from anywhere in the state who has academic merit and financial need to earn a college degree from UNO. Through a combination of tuition support, a tailored core curriculum, and personalized academic and student services, the Goodrich Scholarship Program consistently achieves graduation and retention rates that far exceed peer benchmarks. Since its inception, over 3,800 Nebraskans have earned the Goodrich Scholarship, with 80% of the graduates staying in Nebraska after graduation. The current graduation rate for the Goodrich program is over 85%. Alumni of this program can be found across the state and the nation as educators, physicians, engineers, artists, and civic leaders. Recognized locally and nationally, the Goodrich Scholarship Program remains a powerful model of outstanding student access and support. I'd like to welcome the program chair, Tony Romero, to join me at the podium and to receive this award. Thank you. Now for our final award of the morning, the University-wide Departmental Teaching Award. This award recognizes departments or academic units within the university that have made unique and significant contributions to the university's teaching efforts and have demonstrated outstanding commitments to the education of students at the undergraduate, graduate, or professional level. This year's recipient is the Department of Special Education and Communication Disorders at UNL. This department has long been a leader in teaching, research, and service aimed at improving the lives of individuals with sensory, motor, cognitive, learning, and communications difficulties. With a strong focus on collaboration, innovation, and integrity, it prepares future professionals while supporting families, schools, and communities. Faculty and staff prepare future educators, speech-language pathologists, and audiologists through evidence-based instruction and rigorous academic, clinical, and field experience. The department places strong emphasis on applied and basic research, innovative instruction, and interdisciplinary collaboration that directly informs clinical work, student learning, and high-quality personal preparation across Nebraska and the nation. This is hosted in the Barclay Memorial Center, named for William and Edna Barclay, whose gift continues to support their mission of enhancing the lives of individuals, families, and schools. A commitment to student support, teaching excellence, and so much more continues to drive the department's statewide and national impact that makes it so deserving of this important award. It is now my pleasure and honor to invite the Chair and Professor of Practice, Christy Weisling, and her colleagues, Mackenzie Saviano and Ann Thomas, to join me to receive this prestigious award. Congratulations again to all of the 2025 recipients of the President's Excellence Awards. I think that you can see from the faculty and organizations we've recognized today that the University of Nebraska is indeed home to some of the world's most talented, creative, and dedicated individuals. We're incredibly fortunate to have them leading our students, outreach to our community, and representing our state. There's a brochure that's available for anybody who wants it at the tables by the doors. It describes each of the individuals, and I certainly commend you to please take one. I want to thank our award recipients for joining us today. I want to thank their family members, friends, and colleagues who are here in person or online to celebrate these important achievements. Regent Kinney, I turn the program back to you, sir.
Thank you, President Gold. As we move on to kudos, each Board of Regents meeting, we take time to recognize those persons who too often don't receive the recognition they deserve. The Board of Regents believes that it's vitally important that we acknowledge your commitment, as well as the contributions to the university. You have been nominated by either a supervisor or a fellow worker is an honor in itself. As kudo recipients are announced, please come to the podium and join the regent making the presentation. Following each presentation, we will take a picture that will appear on our website. The president, the chancellor, the recipient's family and supporters will be part of that photo. First kudos recipient is Suzanne Ekstrom from the University of Nebraska at Kearney. The award will be presented by Regent Schroeder.
The Board of Regents is honored to present a Kudos Award to Ms. Suzanne Ekstrom, Senior Academic Advisor and Advising in Career Development at the University of Nebraska at Kearney. Suzanne is a Loper who has served the university with dedication, enthusiasm, and an unwavering commitment to student success. Her 29-year UNK journey began in management and marketing, then to the Teacher Certification Office, then the Alumni Association, and on to the Social Work Department. In 2020, she served in the academic advising and was promoted to Senior Advising Specialist in 2023. Her student-first mindset and her ability to connect with others have impacted both students and fellow advisors. Her comprehensive training materials help new faculty become confident, effective advisors. Students who are changing majors or pursuing a bachelor's in general studies receive encouragement, clarity, and direction. And in collaboration with UNK Global, a process was created for international students to smoothly transition to campus. Suzanne is a pillar of support for students and colleagues alike. She lives by the message of the starfish story, reminding others that making a difference, no matter how small, matters deeply. It made a difference for that one. Invaluable to the team, Suzanne helps to keep fellow advisors informed in a monthly newsletter that includes professional development resources, timely updates, and thoughtfully written template communications, always tailored to meet the needs of today's students. Personal pursuit of a master's degree exemplifies her commitment to lifelong learning and her passion for empowering student success. UNK is undeniably stronger because of Suzanne Ekstrom, and she embodies the spirit of the Kudos Award. Suzanne's husband, Chris Ekstrom, and sons Robbie and Jeff are with her today. Please thank me please join me in thanking Suzanne for her dedication to UNK.
Congratulations, Suzanne. Regent Wilkins will present the Kudos Award to Joe Brunell from the University of Nebraska at Lincoln.
The Board of Regents is pleased to present a Kudos Award to Joe Brunell, Executive Director of the Military and Veteran Success Center and Military Relations at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Since joining UNL in 2018, Joe has demonstrated visionary leadership and an unwavering commitment to military-connected students. Under his guidance, the MVSC has expanded partnerships with the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, Nebraska National Guard, Offutt Air Force Base, and the Lincoln Community Foundation, enhancing access to vital services and scholarships. Joe's efforts have led to a 10% increase in benefits certifications, creating a Veteran Welcome Center at Offutt, and exemplifying UNL's land grant mission. His leadership has also strengthened ROTC integration, improved student retention and graduation rates, and fostered a culture of excellence grounded in 5 pillars: educational access, academic support, student services, career services, and outreach. In the past year alone, over 4,300 students visited the Military and Veteran Success Center, and 1,500 records were certified, clear evidence of Joe's impact. Joe is not only a strategic leader, but a servant leader, collaborative, compassionate, and deeply committed to student success. Matt Hammonds, Assistant Vice President and Director of Federal Relations, said Joe is my go-to guy for any military-related question. Joining Joe today is his spouse, Kim Brownell. Please join me in thanking Joe for his dedication to the needs of current military students, military veterans, and the University of Nebraska-Lincoln.
Congratulations, Joe. Regent Calamari will present the Kudos Award to Jesse Delaney from the University of Nebraska Medical Center.
On behalf of the Board of Regents, I am pleased to present a Kudos Award to Jesse Delaney, a clinical research oncology nurse in the Fred and Pamela Buffett Cancer Center Clinical Trials Office at the University of Nebraska Medical Center. Handling protocol management, Jesse plays a critical role in ensuring the success and quality of all gastrointestinal clinical trial studies. She also trains clinical nurse coordinators in the Pancreatic Cancer Center of Excellence. Colleagues say Jesse handles complex oncology clinical trials with care and compassion towards her patients. She currently oversees 20 clinical studies, each with its own rules, regulations, and eligibility requirements. She is also the first point of contact for every participating GI trial patient to answer their questions and help them navigate their care. Said one nominator, in the world of clinical trials, there is no room for misses and errors. Jessie knows the protocols and expectations and holds others to those standards so that the best outcome is available for the patient. One colleague calls her my walking Google because of her extensive knowledge and understanding of policies and procedures. A registered nurse, Jessie joined UNMC in 2021 and makes patient care the foundation of everything that she does. At the same time, she ensures the team conducts quality trials that promote and protect the Cancer Center. Her guests today include her spouse, Matthew Delaney, her mother, Tracy Dunham, and daughter, Shiloh Delaney, along with Susan Blumel, Research Nurse Manager. Please help us thank Jessie for her outstanding ability to handle complex oncology clinical trials and for being a fearless advocate for both patients and good clinical practice.
Congratulations, Jessie. Regent Lacey will present the Kudos Award to Sierra Roseby from the University of Nebraska at Omaha.
The Board of Regents is pleased to present a Kudos Award to Sierra Roseby, Director of Involvement in the Office of Student Leadership and Involvement at the University of Nebraska at Omaha. Cornelius Levering, Outreach Coordinator for the Office of Student Leadership and Involvement, says that Sierra's work plays a crucial role in supporting the success of students, not only during their time at the university, but also after they become alumni. She consistently goes above and beyond her assigned duties, taking on additional responsibilities to ensure that both the university and the office remain well-positioned to fulfill their goals. Sierra's commitment to students is matched by her dedication to building strong, lasting relationships across campus and beyond. Her collaborative approach strengthens the campus community and opens new avenues for meaningful partnership. Through every effort, she helps shape the future of student leadership at UNO. Levering says that as a leader in teamwork and a relationship building, Sierra cultivates meaningful connection that enhances our collective efforts to expand opportunities for growth. She exemplifies the true maverick spirit, demonstrating strength, resilience, curiosity, and independent thinking in all that she does. Sierra's passion and drive serve as the inspiration to those around her, reinforcing the excellence and innovation that defines UNO. Joining Sierra are her family and support system, Johan Roseby and Raina Roseby, along with her supervisor, Tarika Burton. Please join me in thanking Sierra for her dedication to the University of Nebraska at Omaha.
Congratulations, Sierra. While our Kudos and President's Excellent Award winners are welcome to stay for the balance of the meeting, we understand that you may have other things planned for the day. If that's the case, we'll take a moment and allow you to and your families to exit the meeting. I think we'll also take a quick break while that's happening for the board. And I'd also be remiss if I didn't welcome Regent Claire from Scotland, who is on vacation, to take time off to come to the board meeting. Thank you, Regent.
Mr. Sam, will this read?
Back in session. At this time, I'd like to turn it over to President Gold to make a few remarks.
Well, thank you, Regent Kinney. Members of the Board of Regents, colleagues, and members of our university community, August is an exciting time for the University of Nebraska as we prepare to welcome our faculty and students back to our campuses, and we look forward to our athletic seasons, cultural activities, and so much more. Our students are the heart and soul of our institution, and our campuses never feel as vibrant and as bustling as they do when our students are here. Learning, discovering, making friends, exploring new interests, debating, studying, starting internships, and all other things that make the college experience on our campuses special and truly irreplaceable. To our returning students and faculty, welcome back. And to our newest Lopers, Huskers, Mavericks, and Labs, this fall marks the beginning of a transformative chapter in your life, and we thank you for choosing to begin your journey with us. Each of us are committed to your success, and as I like to say, we don't enroll just an entering class, we enroll a future graduating class. Our students thrive because of the extraordinary work and dedication of our faculty and staff, and it is truly an honor for me to have helped celebrate some of the incredible colleagues who joined us earlier today. In addition to the Kudos Awards we recognized at each of our meetings, today we also celebrated the winners of the 2025 President's Excellence Awards, which are the most prestigious awards that the University of Nebraska awards for faculty each year. These individuals and programs represent the very best of our university, illustrated through their dedication, innovation, and deep commitment. I also want to take a moment to recognize and congratulate the exceptional research team at the University of Nebraska Medical Center for their groundbreaking work in advancing treatments for multiple sclerosis. Through a truly first-of-its-kind worldwide clinical trial using, quote, allogeneic CAR T cell therapy, unquote, an approach previously used only to treat blood cancer, this team is now opening new doors for patients facing severe autoimmune diseases. One Nebraskan, whose condition had progressively and rapidly become life-changing, became the very first MS patient in the world to receive this innovative therapy. Her story reflects not only on the promise of this research, but on the extraordinary care, expertise, and dedication of a team behind it. As is the case with so much of our research, this work has the potential to transform lives here in Nebraska and far beyond. Throughout the summer, we celebrated others across the university family. Not that long ago, our Omaha business leader, philanthropist, and good friend, Mr. Carl Mammel, was awarded with the inaugural Ruth and Bill Scott Medal for Lifetime Achievement in Philanthropy. This award was established by the University of Nebraska Foundation Board of Directors in November of 2024 to recognize those whose legacy of philanthropic support has transformed the University of Nebraska. Mr. Mammel is a graduate of the University of Nebraska Lincoln campus and has a long history of supporting UNL, UNMC, and UNO, including with the largest group of gifts in the history of the Omaha campus. We are grateful for his support to the University of Nebraska and could not think of a more deserving inaugural recipient of this award honoring the Scott family. Sadly, just recently we celebrated the life of Dr. Philip Smith, a former professor in the UNMC Division of Infectious Diseases and the medical director of the Nebraska Biocontainment Unit. Dr. Smith passed away last month and leaves a lasting legacy for his work, which placed UNMC and Nebraska medicine at the forefront in the global fight against high-consequence infectious disease. He was also among my most trusted colleagues and a dear friend. And just last weekend, the university was honored to host U.S. Secretary of Agriculture Brooke Rollins and members of the Nebraska's congressional delegation at the Eastern Nebraska Research, Extension, and Education Center, better known as NROC, near Meade. This visit was a chance to showcase the cutting-edge work taking place in the areas of precision agriculture, digital agriculture, in both cropping and livestock systems, as well as to showcase the Klosterman Feedlot Innovation Center. We also learned recently, or at least I learned recently, that we had the highest ever grade point average for all Husker student athletes, a total of 11 academic All-Americans. We learned that attendance at our Huskers women athletic events was #2 in the nation last year, and that we were ranked 21st in the National Directors Cup ranking, including top 10 in 5 sports, and the best we've been ranked in 15 years. All, again, remarkable achievements for our students and for our leadership team. As many of you may know, just a few weeks ago, as several of you were with me, I spent well over a week with colleagues traveling the state of Nebraska. During this travel, we covered more than 1,500 miles and met with more than 500 students, faculty, staff, alumni, donors, business leaders, community members at more than 20 stops and 14 communities, including Norfolk, Peru, Auburn, Beatrice, Grand Island, Kearney, Curtis, North Platte, Scottsbluff, Alliance, Chadron, and Fremont, all in addition to continuing the outreach work across Nebraska's eastern communities, particularly in Lincoln and Omaha, with their chambers, elected officials, and community groups. We visited all of the state colleges, many of the community colleges, businesses, hospitals, chambers of commerce. We visited university campuses, research sites, extension offices, and many others. We had wonderful discussions on current and future collaboration, on opportunities, local challenges, needs and wants, and so much more. And in every community and at every stop, we heard loudly and clearly how much the University of Nebraska means to the people of our state. Nebraskans shared with me the stories of the doors that the university degree opened for them and their loved ones. They spoke of life-saving medical care that they received through our community medical center expertise, and of the practical, scientific-based information from Nebraska Extension that has helped guide decision-making on their farms and ranches for years, decades, and generations. The list of ways the university has enriched the lives of the people of our state goes on and on. And during those days, I was so proud over and over of this university and all that it has done to continue to do for the people of Nebraska. Yet, at the same time, I was keenly and repetitively made aware of the challenges that the impact of what we teach our students, conduct our research, and serve our state is in jeopardy. The chorus of voices was strong and consistent, embracing our efforts around clear, sustainable, and accountable strategic and tactical planning. So let's listen to a few short minutes on a quick video.
Every year, I've had the opportunity to crisscross the state to meet Nebraskans in their communities, and most importantly, to listen to their ideas about what the university could be doing differently.
About a quarter mile up. Education, that's the future.
Now that I've recently crossed the one-year mark as your university president, I've had quite a bit of time to reflect on what this year has been like. During this time, I've gained a better understanding of what the future is going to look like for all of us, and how we're going to get there together. Importantly, I'm reminded every day about how this university is changing people's lives for the better and uplifting entire communities. As a public land-grant university system, we have a tremendous obligation to continue doing that. The University of Nebraska is an important asset for the people of our state, and we need to listen to and learn from them directly. Whether they're farmers and ranchers out in the panhandle, whether they're people who serve in the military, own small and large businesses, or work for our state's many organizations. At the same time, we also need to carefully listen to our students, to our faculty and staff, in a constructive way to define what extraordinary means. And that's exactly what we have spent this last year doing. As I've traveled this past year, I've seen the best of Nebraska. I've seen hard work, innovation, compassion, and pride in every community, communities large and small, whose qualities are the foundation of our odyssey to extraordinary. Together, we'll confront challenges with honesty, we'll seize opportunities with determination, and we will write the next chapter of a story that belongs to all Nebraskans. The road ahead is ours to travel. Travel side by side with each of you. And on that road, I couldn't be more optimistic about where it will take us.
Oh, it was really a great trip, and hard to believe in a couple of 3 minutes we could reduce all of that travel, but it was incredibly enjoyable and as always inspiring. You know, the media has been full of countless stories about changes in our budget. Truthfully, nothing has changed since the meeting we had in June that the Board of Regents has passed. The consequences of the generosity and the gaps that we've had from the legislature, from changes in tuition, et cetera, are exactly as we had predicted what they would be. They will continue to roll out. But there is no question that these reductions will change our institution and the work that takes place across all of our campuses. I just want this audience to know, and I want the people of Nebraska to know, that we will always remain laser focused on access, quality, and value. We will always be focused on strategic growth and always be focused on the very best ways to serve Nebraska as we methodically and transparently go through these processes. As I cross the state, when I'm on our campuses, and when I go about my day-to-day life, I am endlessly asked by faculty, students, staff, asked by alumni and fans, and most importantly asked by hardworking Nebraskans in coffee shops, food stores, filling stations, and so much more, how they can individually help our university through these times. My challenge to them has always been to share widely and as many times and as many ways as possible how the university has enriched their lives, created opportunities, and helped to build the Nebraska we all know and treasure. That enthusiastic support matters greatly, but we need more. We need the strong, sustained support of our state's elected leaders. We need meaningful investment because the University of Nebraska is not only a treasured institution, but one of the most powerful tools our state has to grow its economy, build its future workforce, and improve the lives of citizens for generations to come. 2 years ago, when measured, the university generated $6.4 billion in economic impact. It educates 1 in 7 working-age Nebraskans. That year, it conducted $696 million of world-class research, drives technological innovation, supports Nebraska's farmers and ranchers, provides life-saving medical care with over 1.25 million outpatient statewide visits each year, and prepares the next generation of teachers, nurturers, engineers, entrepreneurs, farmers, and leaders. In every corner of the state, the University of Nebraska is present and making a meaningful and measurable difference, representing a total of just under 9% of the economy of the state of Nebraska from a gross domestic product perspective. Any other pathway forward, regardless of any headwinds that we may encounter as a university, as a state, and as a nation, Any other pathway forward will limit our capacity to deliver on this mission. It weakens our competitiveness, slows our momentum, and threatens our ability to meet the needs of Nebraska's people today. The path forward to a more prosperous Nebraska is clear. We must accelerate and strengthen our strategic vision, the odyssey to the extraordinary, and to invest boldly in the University of Nebraska and in the process to secure a strong and thriving future for our state. The urban and rural voices of our fellow Nebraskans continually reinforce that all investments in the University of Nebraska are not just investments in higher education, they're investments in the future of the state. As I reflect on my first year as your university president, I am grateful for the governance of our board, partnerships with the communities, and the elected leaders we serve. I'm grateful for the talented and dedicated team here in Varner, for the world-class faculty and staff, and even more so for the families and students who entrust us every day to build a future for our most cherished resource, our children. I am every day more grateful and humbled to play a role in the service of this critical mission, and every day more proud to be a Nebraskan. I thank you for the opportunity to share these thoughts and turn it back to you, sir.
Thank you, President Gold. Now we'll move on to the public comment portion of today's meeting. Standing rules of the board provide that any person or persons may appear and address the Board of Regents on an item that's not on the agenda. If an individual provides the corporate secretary with it 24 hours notice. Today we were contacted by one holding that's not on the agenda. Will Dr. Hingorini please come to the podium? You have 3 minutes to address the board. Doctor?
Regents, President Gold, members of the public, my name is Sunil Hingorani. I am a medical oncologist and a cancer biologist, and I was recruited here in July 2022 as the inaugural director of the Pancreatic Cancer Center of Excellence to fulfill the Board of Regents' mission to create a nationally recognized center for patient care and research for this disease. The PCCE is funded by a partnership combining state funds with philanthropic funds from UNMC. Despite some notable progress described to the board in the past, the PCCE's efforts have been obstructed and at times undermined by questionable policies and disaffected individuals. As just a few examples, diverting state funds to pay salaries that should be paid by UNMC and Nebraska Medicine, first without my knowledge and then over my objections, even though I'm contractually designated as the primary signatory for these funds. Repeatedly blocking for no identifiable reason the purchase of state-of-the-art technologies in mass spectrometry and spatial profiling that are essential to any efforts in early detection and the development of novel therapeutics, despite the PCCE having ample funds, compelling reasons, and promised autonomy to make such purchases. Erecting endless administrative barriers to importing the latest state-of-the-art technologies to plug serious deficiencies in cybersecurity and in the management and analysis of patient data, such that leading companies and CEOs now refuse to work with us. The Facilities Management Department, awarding contracts to the highest bidders, sometimes as much as 500% over the most competitive bid, presumably to maximize the 10% management fee they collect from every job. The refusal by Nebraska Medicine Marketing and Communications Department to advertise our unique multidisciplinary clinic that we have built for patients because, among other things, they do not recognize the authority of the Board of Regents to even designate centers of excellence. And most seriously of all, allowing the unchecked actions of individuals motivated by personal animus and petty politics to threaten the quality of patient care. I have raised all of these and other issues numerous times, in writing and in person with senior leadership at the university, at UNMC, and at Nebraska Medicine to no avail, as have other members of the PCCE. Given the direct threats to the PCCE, the reputation of the institution, and most importantly, to patient care, I want to make sure the board is aware and to request to meet with you further to go over these issues in detail and hopefully resolve them. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Standing rules further provide that anyone desiring to speak on something that's on the agenda for this meeting, regardless of notice, may do so. Is there anyone else who would like to address the board on a topic that is part of today's agenda? If so, please come forward, identify yourself, complete the sign-in sheet before you leave. You have 3 minutes to address the board. There are no other persons wishing to comment. Now I declare the opportunity for public comment closed. It is now time to consider the consent agenda. The consent agenda is indicated by its name. It's moved and voted on as a group of action items, opposite of the administrative agenda where all items are considered and discussed individually. With that said, unless one of my colleagues on the board wishes to consider one of these items in the administrative agenda separately, I would invite a motion to approve the consent agenda. Is there a second?
I'd really like to see in the future that each one of these show. Is it like, I always want to know, is it a new position? You know, what exactly are we approving when we do this? Are we combining positions, et cetera? That's not there today, but in the future, I'd really like to see.
Anyone else? Roll call vote on the. Thought we had a motion in a second, didn't we, down here?
Oh.
No?
Regent Wilkins?
Yes.
Regent Schroeder?
Yes.
Regent Lacey? Regent Calamari? Regent O'Connor? Regent Schaefer?
Yes.
Regent Shear? Regent Stark? Regent Whites?
Yes.
Regent Wilmot?
Yes.
Regent Claire?
Yes.
Regent Kenny?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Now I'd like to ask President Gold to walk us through the items on today's administrative agenda.
Thank you, Regent Kenny. Today, we will outline each of the items from the University of Nebraska at the Kearney campus separately, and then the board will be asked to vote on them together. Of course, if any regent wishes to bifurcate the vote on any matter herein and have that considered and voted separately, they, of course, may make a motion to do so. The first is item 11A1, which seeks your approval to establish a Science 7 through 12 teaching endorsement for the Bachelor of Science in Education degree to be administered by the Department of Physics and Astronomy in the College of Arts and Sciences at the University of Nebraska, Kearney. Currently, there is a true shortage of science teachers in Nebraska, and this endorsement allows graduates to teach grades 7 through 12 in biology, chemistry, earth and space science, and physics. This field endorsement is approved by the Nebraska Department of Education and will allow future science teachers greater flexibility to teach all natural science courses and therefore better fill Nebraska's teacher workforce needs. This endorsement will particularly help our rural school districts where teachers may be called upon to teach multiple subjects. Item 11.8.2 seeks your approval to establish a Master of Arts in Education and Health Education administered by the Department of Kinesiology and Sports Sciences in the College of Education, also at the University of Nebraska at Kearney. This proposed 30 credit hour Master of Arts in Education and Health Education is primarily designed for those with a physical education degree who want to add grades 7 to 12 as an endorsement in health education. This degree will be attractive to those who provide health programming in other environments, such as school nurses, community health workers, and others. The degree consists of existing courses offered collaboratively by UNO and UNK, which will allow the degree to be offered without requiring any additional resources. Both of these items were reviewed and recommended by the Academic Affairs Committee, and I recommend them both to you for your approval today.
Thank you, President Gold. Is there a motion to approve 11A1
So
and
moved.
11A2?
Second.
So moved.
Motion's been made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Roll, please.
Regent Schroeder,
Yes.
Regent Lysy, Regent Calamari, Regent Wilkins,
Yes.
Regent Schaefer,
Yes.
Regent Shear, Regent Stark, Regent Whites, Regent Wilmot,
Yes.
Regent Clare,
Yes.
Regent Kenny, Regent O'Connor. Motion passes.
Next, we will outline each of the items from the University of Nebraska Lincoln campus separately, and the board will be asked to vote on them together. Again, if any regent wishes to bifurcate any matter, please feel free to do so. Item 11A3, provided in your material, seeks to approve the proposal to eliminate the Bachelor of Science in Natural Resources and Environmental Economics that is administered by the Department of Ag Economics in the College of Agricultural Sciences and Natural Resources at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. This program has not met the minimum requirements set by the Coordinating Commission, and therefore the department requests to discontinue it as a standalone program. The curriculum content, however, will be integrated as a specialization in the Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Economics. All current majors will be allowed to finish this program. Item 11A4 seeks your approval to eliminate the Master of Science in Environmental Engineering and to rename the master's and doctoral degrees in Civil Engineering to Civil and Environmental Engineering, administered by the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering in the College of Engineering at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. As the Masters in Environmental Engineering and the Masters in Civil Engineering with environmental specialty programs have evolved over time, there is obvious and increasing duplication. Nationally, there's been a trend to merge these degrees to create efficiencies and still allow specialization in various areas, as it is now understood within the profession that a degree in civil and environmental engineering means a specialization in one of the areas rather than a broader focus. The proposal to eliminate the standalone environmental engineering program coincides with the proposal to rename the civil engineering programs. These changes will enhance efficiency, reduce redundancy, and reflect the integration of these disciplines. Item 11A5 in this section seeks your approval to establish a doctoral degree in computer engineering to be administered by the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering in the School of Computing in the College of Engineering at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. This proposal aims to integrate two computer engineering specializations from a unified doctoral program into one standalone program. The two specializations of computer engineering, electrical and computer engineering, and computer engineering computer science of the current doctoral program will be integrated into a single PhD in computer engineering. This degree is better recognized by prospective students, and the industry will provide greater visibility, recruitment, and faculty. This will improve national rankings, attract more funding, and better align with peer institutions. Upon approval, the individual specializations will be deleted from the unified PhD programs. These items, again, were reviewed and recommended by the Academic Affairs Committee, and I recommend the three of them to you today for your approval.
Thank you, Mr. President. Is there a motion to approve items 11A3, 11A4, 11A5?
Moved.
Is there a second? Any discussion? Seeing none, roll please.
Regent Lysy, Regent Calamari, Regent Wilkins,
Yes.
Regent Schroeder, Regent Shear, Regent Stark, Regent Whites,
Yes.
Regent Wilmot,
Yes.
Regent Clare,
Yes.
Regent Kenny,
Yes.
Regent O'Connor, Regent Schaefer.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Moving on to item 11A6, which seeks your approval today to establish a dual-track Master of Science degree in Artificial Intelligence. One of the tracks will be administered by the Department of Computer Science in the College of Information Science and Technology at the University of Nebraska at Omaha, and one track will be admitted by the School of Computing in the College of Engineering at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. The Master of Science in Artificial Intelligence, soon to be known as the MSAI, is a collaborative initiative between the College of Information Science and Technology at UNO and the College of Engineering at UNL. The program offers two distinct pathways to graduation. Both tracks deliver an extensive foundation in core artificial intelligence topics, including machine learning, deep learning, natural language processing, generative artificial intelligence, game theory, and so much more. But they're designed for different audiences. By offering both a traditional on-campus format at UNO and an online non-thesis track with 8-week modular courses at UNL, we will appeal to different cohorts of those that need this education. The program will better meet workforce needs by providing options for both traditional and non-traditional students. Again, this item was recommended and carefully reviewed by the Academic Affairs Committee, and with great pride, I recommend it to you today.
Thank you, Mr. President. Is there a motion to approve 11A6?
Move.
Second.
And seconded. Any discussion?
I guess I'd just point out how exciting this is. Obviously, AI is a topic that we discuss frequently, and I think that this meets a lot of needs, and exciting to see the UNL and UNO campus working together on this.
Thank you, and would like to have the chancellors also comment because it's such a big topic, and we're fortunate enough to have the Dean of Engineering here also, that if there's any comments he'd like to make.
I would just like to thank the Academic Affairs Committee for their strong support of this proposal. We're very excited about this collaborative opportunity between the College of IS&T and the College of Engineering to continue to advance AI in the state of Nebraska. This degree program, as the President said, will appeal to a broad set of students, people who are seeking in-depth knowledge in AI, and also those working professionals who are looking to upskill in the new AI world. And so we're very excited about this proposal. It's a great collaboration between the two colleges, and we appreciate your support.
I will just add to what my colleagues have already said, that this program that we're asking you to approve today is a creative partnership between two very important and significant universities, a partnership that we believe will serve our students, will serve our state, and the broader Midwest region. The program, as already stated, is tailored to meet the demands of government, of industry, and of academia, and I believe it is a great example of what we can accomplish when we work together and collaborate. And then finally, I have full support of what the Dean is doing and look forward to reporting back on the program's success.
Thank you. Anyone else? Sure.
Yes, it will. that's very much front of mind for all of the work we're doing in AI.
That's really good.
Jack?
I couldn't agree more. Thank you all. And I'm very proud of the collaboration that Lance and I had. I don't think we can have a more exceptional relationship that we have cultivated over the years. I'm very grateful to our chancellors and, of course, David Jackson for moving this forward. I think it's fundamental for the state of Nebraska to continue to be ahead of the curve in producing the workforce of the future. So I'm very grateful for all of your support and to my colleagues at both campus to making this possible.
Thank you. Anyone else? Tim, you're making a comment? No?
He was having a hard time hearing.
President?
Yeah, so just very briefly, I too want to thank the chancellors, the deans, and the program directors who put this together. You may recall it was less than a year ago that we established the undergraduate degree in artificial intelligence, which was also a shared program between the UNO and the UNL campuses, demonstrating that we are stronger and better together. Approximately a year ago also, we established a artificial intelligence working group, which is a multidisciplinary interprofessional group that is looking at the educational work, the research work, the engagement, business and auxiliary support, and also, to your point, the ethics and the limitations of generative artificial intelligence. I'm proud to tell you that that research group, that working group has produced a very extensive and detailed report, which will ultimately be brought for some structural changes forward to the board in the not-so-distant future. So these are important interdisciplinary, interprofessional steps for a technology that is clearly here to stay and that we'll have to build upon.
Anyone else? Roll, please.
Regent Calamari? Yes. Regent Wilkins?
Yes.
Regent Schroeder? Yes. Regent Lacey? Yes. Regent Stark? Yes. Regent Whites?
Yes.
Regent Wilmot?
Yes.
Regent Clare?
Yes.
Regent Kenny?
Yes.
Regent O'Connor? Yes. Regent Schaefer?
Yes.
Regent Shear? Yes. Motion passes.
Mr. Chairman, before you move on, I wonder if while I have the dean here, if I could get your assistance with something. I've been talking to the dean a lot about how fast he drives around the city of Lincoln. And I wonder, as chairman of the Board of Regents, if you could help me in fussing at him about slowing down just a little bit.
Of course, of course.
I'll take that motion under consideration.
Thanks, Lance.
No, thank you.
Next item.
Item 11A7 seeks your approval today to eliminate the certificate in perioperative nursing administration offered by the College of Nursing at the University of Nebraska Medical Center. This program was developed earlier to fill a need for a primary partnering institution. That institution has since developed their own training programs and their own faculty with relevant expertise that is no longer needed by UNMC. Although attempts have been made to advertise, grow, and recruit faculty and students into this program, it has not been successful. And as a result of that, we request to discontinue it officially. This item was also reviewed and recommended by the Academic Affairs Committee, and I recommend it to you today for your approval.
Is there a motion to approve 11A7?
So moved.
Any discussions? Anyone else? Roll call, please.
Regent Wilkins?
Yes.
Regent Schroeder?
Yes.
Regent Lacey? Regent Calamari? Regent Whites?
Yes.
Regent Wilmot?
Yes.
Regent Clare?
Yes.
Regent Kenny?
Yes.
Regent O'Connor? Regent Schaefer?
Yes.
Regent Shear? Regent Stark? Motion passes.
Thank you. Item 11A8 seeks your approval to establish a Bachelor of Arts in Studio Art and Art History degree offered by the School of Arts in the College of Communication, Fine Arts, and Media at the University of Nebraska, Omaha campus. This program is designed for students who seek to make both art and understand art's formal and contextual properties. Marketing, nonprofit, and collections management courses prepare students to become well-rounded professionals for the evolving world of art. A single major in art history was low enrolling, but the studio art major is very popular, and these students express interest in art history. This new option will provide expanded opportunities for students to pursue career paths for advanced degrees in either discipline. Item 11A9 seeks your approval to eliminate the Master of Arts in Economics offered by the Department of Economics in the College of Business Administration at the University of Nebraska at Omaha. The Master of Arts in Economics is a 30-credit-hour thesis-based program. There are currently no students in the program, and there have been few in the last few years. Any demands for a thesis-based degree in economics will be met by adding a thesis option to the Master's in Science in Economics. Moving on to item 11A10, which seeks your approval to establish a Center for Competencies, Skills, and Workforce Development, soon to be known as the CCSW, administered by the Division of Innovative and Learning-Centric Initiatives at the University of Nebraska at Omaha. The center will serve as an interdisciplinary ecosystem designed to centrally connect academic learning with workforce demands. The CCSW will lead 4 key initiatives: competency-based education, skills, the Future of Work Symposium Series, and workforce partnerships. The partnerships with businesses enables UNO to co-develop programs and integrate industry feedback into learning models. These activities will create synergies among the initiatives and ensure that education and workforce needs remain closely aligned. Funding resources will be distance education fees and the tuition generated from the new programs. Again, no new funding is needed to establish this entity. These items were fully reviewed, discussed, and recommended by the Academic Affairs Committee, and I recommend all of them for your approval today.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve 11A8, 11A9, 11A10?
So moved.
Motion been made and seconded. Any discussion? Roll, please.
Regent Schroeder? Yes. Regent Lacey? Yes. Regent Calamari? Yes. Regent Wilkins?
Yes.
Regent Wilmot?
Yes.
Regent Clare?
Yes.
Regent Kenny?
Yes.
Regent O'Connor? Yes. Regent Schaefer?
Yes.
Regent Shear? Yes. Regent Stark? Yes. Regent Whites?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. And now we'll move on to the business and finance agenda items. Item 11B1 seeks the approval of the university system facilities, bonds, and related financial matters. This resolution authorizes financing through the University of Nebraska Facilities Corporation not to exceed $500 million to finance various projects as may be considered and approved by the Board of Regents in accordance with regular bond policies governing capital needs. The resolution authorizes the issuance of a maximum maturity of 40 years, but actual maturities will be based on market interest rates and are expected to be 30 years or less. The resolution further authorizes the execution and delivery of the related financing documentation and delegates authority to certain officers, including the President, the Senior Vice President, and the Chief Financial Officer, to make certain determinations, and approve to finalize the terms of the bonds and related documentation. This item was thoroughly reviewed at multiple Business and Finance Committee meetings and is recommended to you today for your approval.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve 11B1? Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion? Ann, would you give us a little clarity for the group?
The current internal lending program has been fully subscribed, and so there are a number of upcoming projects that this will give us the capacity to finance. And we will obviously bring each one of those projects to the board for review and approval before we would issue any of these.
Any other discussion? Roll, please.
Regent Lacey? Yes. Regent Calamari? Yes. Regent Wilkins?
Yes.
Regent Schroeder? Yes. Regent Clare?
Yes.
Regent Kenny?
Yes.
Regent O'Connor? Yes. Regent Schaefer?
Yes.
Regent Shear? Regent Stark? Yes. Regent Whites?
Yes.
Regent Wilmot?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Item 11B2, again, seeks your approval of the Commercial Paper Notes Program and authorize issuance of commercial paper notes. Adhering to the Board of Regents' strategic goal of being cost-effective and accountable to the citizens of the state, the university continues to pursue and implement prevailing higher education financing tools. A commercial paper program provides this flexibility for the university that supplements and complements the university's long-term bond financing, as we discussed just previously. This resolution establishes a commercial paper program, again, of up to $500 million of notes issued and outstanding at any one time. The resolution authorizes the financing or refinancing of universities' facilities with the issuance from time to time of commercial paper by the University of Nebraska Facilities Corporation. The resolution further authorizes the execution and delivery of the related financing documentation and delegates the authority to the Senior Vice President and Chief Financial Officer to make certain determinations and approve and finalize the terms of the notes and related documentation. Again, any individual project financed with this mechanism will, of course, come back to the board, to its committees, for full discussion and approval. These items were, again, reviewed and recommended by the Business and Finance Committee, and I recommend this to you today for your approval.
Thank you, Mr. President. Is there a motion to approve 11B2? Motion's been made. How about a second? Any discussion? And would you continue on and explain why this portion of it?
Certainly. So just as we discussed, the first item is a long-term financing vehicle. This is a short-term financing vehicle, and particularly as we are beginning the project health construction phase, there will be the need from time to time, based on the timing of many of the philanthropic gifts, funding from the state and other sources, that we will need to have this type of financial flexibility to support that project.
Any other comments? Roll, please.
Regent Calamari? Yes. Regent Wilkins?
Yes.
Regent Schroeder?
Yes.
Regent Lacey? Yes. Regent Kenny?
Yes.
Regent O'Connor? Yes. Regent Schaefer?
Yes.
Regent Shear? Regent Stark? Yes. Regent Whites?
Yes.
Regent Wilmot?
Yes.
Regent Clare?
Yes.
Motion passes.
I guess I would like to just ask one additional question. I probably should have asked it before. But, you know, where we had said no spade in the ground until, do we have then those commitments from, that are coming up in time that will cover this?
So what we have planned is every time we come back with an IDR, so as you remember, we did the first IDR. When we come back with the second IDR, again, we will have an update on the capital stack. And so that's why we have broken that up. Typically, we only come back with one IDR. We chose to split it into multiple IDRs so that would coincide with the certainty of the funding in that capital stack.
Anybody else? Executive. I assume I get to read this one. 11C1, yeah, please. 11C1 seeks your approval to certain changes from chapters 4 to 6 in the bylaws, University of Nebraska Regents. These changes have been reviewed in previously all committees, published for your information June 19th, 2025, at the meeting of the board. This item has been reviewed and recommended by Academic Affairs, Business Affairs, and Executive Committee, and I recommend this for your approval. Is there a motion for 11C1? Is there a second? Any discussion? Roll, please.
Regent Wilkins?
Yes.
Regent Schroeder? Yes. Regent Lysy? Yes. Regent Calamari? Regent O'Connor? Regent Schaefer?
Yes.
Regent Shear? Regent Stark? Regent Whites?
Yes.
Regent Wilmot?
Yes.
Regent Clare?
Yes.
Regent Kenny?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Item 11C2 seeks the board's approval to finalize the application of the Nebraska Department of Economic Development to request and use state grant funds under Nebraska's Transformational Project Act, Project Health. Those program statements were unanimously approved by the Board of Regents. Pursuant to unanimously approved Project Health, there are steps need to be taken to obtain funding from Nebraska Department of Economic Development. This is such one of those steps. For the project, pursuant to Nebraska Statute 81-12-182, Department of Economic Development must see the governing body, in this case the Board of Regents, approve the submission of the application to DED under Nebraska Transformational Project Act. This approval is simply to apply for the funding already appropriated in full. It does not change the funding or the project in any way. The item is reviewed and recommended by the Executive Committee, and I recommended this for your approval. Is there a motion to approve 11C2? Motion is made in second. Any discussion? Anyone need clarity? Roll, please.
Regent Schroeder? Yes. Regent Lysy? Yes. Regent Calamari? Yes. Regent Wilkins? Yes. Regent Schaefer?
Yes.
Regent Shear? Yes. Regent Stark? Yes. Regent Whites?
Yes.
Regent Wilmot?
Yes.
Regent Clare?
Yes.
Regent Kenny?
Yes.
Regent O'Connor?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Is there a motion to go into closed session?
I move that the Board of Regents go into closed session as authorized by Section 84-1410 of the revised statutes of the state of Nebraska for the protection of the public interest and to prevent needless injury to the reputation of persons who have not requested a public hearing for the purpose of holding a discussion limited to the following subjects: personnel matters involving members of the university staff and a litigation update.
Motion been made and seconded. Any comments? Roll, please.
Regent Lysy? Yes. Regent Calamari? Yes. Regent Wilkins? Yes. Regent Schroeder? Yes. Regent Shear? Yes. Regent Stark? Yes. Regent Whites?
Yes.
Regent Wilmot?
Yes.
Regent Clare?
Yes.
Regent Kenny?
Yes.
Regent O'Connor? Yes. Regent Schaefer?
Yes.
Motion passes. We're in closed session.
Okay, everyone.
One of them say.
Huh?
Yeah, we're good.
Very good.
We're back on.
Okay, we are on 11C3. Item 11C3.
Go here first.
Oh, it is now
11:53.
11:53, and we're back in open session. Item 11C3 seeks the approval of the Board of Regents for President's Gold's contractually granted performance-based component of his earned fiscal 2024-25. As you know, Section 2 of President Gold's contract employment provides that he shall be eligible for performance-based up to 15% of the base salary at the end of each year of employment. President's Gold's performance-based merit for 24-25 is based on a quantitative score relating to his performance to core leadership pillars, a quantitative score relating to his performance on certain deliverables. President Gold scored a 98 of the possible 100 for the total merit pool being paid to him. Anyway, as you measure it, President Gold has an outstanding inaugural year. He is making progress in every area of the 5-year strategy. As he puts it, we're doing what we told Nebraska we're going to do. During the course of the last academic year, 100% of Nebraska's system goals and strategies were created to put every level of leadership, faculty, students, staff, alumni, governing boards, and more. These result in 5 fundamental pillars of the 16 that were ultimately accepted and codified by the Board of Regents April of 2025. This has resulted in a wide distribution of every campus, college, department, business unit, and auxiliary athletic department, others consistent with implementation of the 2025. The year-over-year increase in externally funded research demonstrated the National Science Foundation extramural research and sponsored programs rose from $468 to $495 million system-wide over the year reported in 2025. The National Foundation I'm having a hard time with that. Research and sponsored programs rose from $439 to $462 million at University of Nebraska Med Center, UNL, and OOP over the reported 2025 year. In addition, series of more than 100 qualified metric consistent with our strategic planning process described and developed or in the final stages of implementation that cross widely from our educational mission, research and community engagement, partnerships through stewardship, efficiency, and effectiveness. Continuing focus on broad and deep internal and external communication strategies, put in place multiple communication strategies following throughout the development process of July of 2024. These strategies included a host of broadcast and written materials, social media, traditional media, both earned and purchased over the last year. Hosting a series of podcasts, video recordings, live television broadcasts with RFTD TV, national cable and streaming media, as well as op-eds, campus updates, Varner Hall copies, town hall meetings, Rotary and community presentations, as well as a broad travel itinerary from border to border across the state, and which saw the video at the start of the meeting, as well as coast to coast across the nation. Continuing to aid the trajectory via the foundation only in the Nebraska campaign will exceed the projected trajectory and exceeded individual donor engagement goals, which are currently at 153,721. In addition, the annual funds raised from the 2024-25 academic year has exceeded all annual fundraising at the University of Nebraska Foundation history by a significant amount. By implementing a quicker than expected review and overhaul of the University of Nebraska bylaws, completely not in review and revision of Chapter 1 of Board Regents policy or bylaws, but completing revisions of all chapters, including feedback from the campus, administrative and regents of all sections of the bylaws, with the final revisions being voted on earlier today. Finally, President Gold continues to be engaged nationally. He continues to sit on the board of multiple prestigious organizations, including the National Council of Competitiveness, the National Committee for Economic Development, the Association of American Medical Colleges Council of Academic Health Systems Executives, U.S. STRATCOM, and Offutt Air Force Base Consulting Committees, the Center of Strategic and International Studies Bipartisan Alliance for Global Security, and Accreditation Council for Graduate Medical Education. He additionally continues to take an active role to be the forefront of the Big Ten Council of Presidents and Chancellors. Because, as you heard President Gold said earlier, people are taking note of what we're doing. Is there a motion to approve 11C3?
I'll move.
Is there a second? Any discussion?
I just was going to say, Dr. Gold, it is with great privilege that I'm going to vote in favor of this. You've done absolutely everything that we've asked, and I'm honored to vote in favor of awarding or continuing to honor the contract and pay the remaining 15% of your compensation as per your employment agreement. So great work. Thank you for all you do for the University of Nebraska.
Jim?
No.
You can come here, Jim. This works.
Is this working? This okay? First, I want to acknowledge that I believe that Dr. Gold has done a superb job in his first year as the president of the university. But part of my concern with the motion is I believe there's the ability to have funds outside the university that could be provided to fund this expense. I understand it is a contract between the Board of Regents and the President, but from my vantage point, if additional funds could be raised someplace else to compensate for that, it would save the university system that amount of dollars. And we are in a financial bind. We are continuing to have to reduce services and other things across all the campuses to rectify our budget problems. And without having truly to do that, I can't vote in favor of expending those funds. And the vote is not one of a disrespect for Dr. Gold or his ability or that he has accomplished what we've asked him to accomplish. It's, to me, a matter of where we were going to try to utilize or find funds to pay that. It's simple. It's a monetary, financial question to me. So thank you.
Anyone else?
Yes, I would like to say I had the opportunity over the past year to be at several of Dr. Gold's meetings in the community, different communities, and I have appreciated that, and I've seen that the community, loves Dr. Gold and appreciates everything that he does. And I think that he has definitely met the requirements of a merit pay. But I also know at the same time, we have many families and students who are going to be impacted by these budget cuts that we're faced with. And I would say, yes, I believe that he does deserve a merit pay. But again, I can't see taking that out of our funds that we have since we're cutting so much. And if we can find an alternate way of meeting that obligation, that would be my request. But then in the meantime, I again don't think I can vote for that. But I do thank Dr. Gold for let me know he's out in the area. He's included me, and for all the hard work that he has done. Appreciate it.
Yes, I'd compare this the last meeting, we had a vote on tuition, and I was a no vote on that. And I can just tell you, in my opinion, tuition was a choice we had as a board, not an obligation that we were contractually obligated to do, which is how I distinguish the two. We signed a contract with Jeff Goldie a little over a year ago to pay him X, and if he performs Y, then he also gets Z, and it's baked into the contract. It's not a discretionary bonus or anything. It's the metrics are there. He's achieved those metrics, and so it's a contractual obligation that, in my opinion, the board should pay. I guess where the money comes from at the end of the day, I really indifferent to that, but regardless, we need to pay it. It'd be no different than how we pay others across the university system. If they attain X, Y, they get Z. Troy Dannon, got a bonus recently for the Capital Cup because our athletic teams finished 21st in those rankings. I think Coach Rule, if he wins a conference championship or so many games or a national championship, he's entitled to a bonus or performance pay for that. And I can't imagine this board would ever say no to either one of them if they were to go out, and hopefully they do accomplish those goals. Troy, we'd like to be in the top 10 next year for the Capital Cup, and Matt, we'd like to have more wins and playing for championships of some form or another. But at the end of the day, that's where I'm at on it. I'm going to vote yes. In my opinion, Chancellor Gold President Gold has been, I've been on the board since 2013 and worked with numerous presidents, but I've worked with none other that bring as much talent to the table and has accomplished more and moved Nebraska ahead than Jeff Gold.
I just want to say I am sympathetic to the point that we have to save money where we can. However, if we fund this through other sources, we have to respect the fact that those other sources are used in different ways. Like those other sources may go towards buildings at the University of Nebraska or like student scholarships. So any source we take it from, there's still opportunity cost there. So that's my point on that. Also, I would like to say that President Gold has shown a significant commitment to even beyond the guidelines we set out for him in this contract, a commitment to students and hearing students and really making an effort to take their opinions into consideration. And so from a student perspective, I think he's worth every dollar that we give him. And even though there are definite unfortunate tuition raises and those sorts of things, I think, again, every student, if they knew everything that President Gold does for this university, would support giving him the full amount.
As indicated, sorry, for some reason this side of the table's microphones aren't working. As indicated, this is a contractual duty owed by the board, and there's no question as to whether the president has met the standards required to receive this compensation. This contract was voted on by the board and approved in the budget, and the university cannot enter into contracts, refuse to honor them, and then look for private entities to bail us out. From my perspective, that's a non-starter because it sets a dangerous precedent where those who enter into contracts with us are unsure if we'll honor it, whether private donors will step up if we won't, or whether they will get paid at all. This is not a bonus, it's compensation for work performed, and it is owed to President Gold. And I know that every regent in here does believe that President Gold has led us exceptionally well this past year. So I'm a yes vote.
Anyone else? Jack, is that a yes? You're kind of leaning ahead there on a dead mic, so.
Well, I think.
This way.
Oh, sorry. I'm disappointed we're even having this discussion because this is going to send a very bad message if we don't fully support this to the community, both to our faculty and to our philanthropic community and to everybody else that's supporting this. So I will be voting yes, and as I said before, been here 50 years, worked with almost all the presidents, and he's done as good a job or better than anybody. He's done both the outside philanthropic work and the inside of redoing and reorganizing the entire university system. So, thank you, Dr. Gold.
Anyone else?
Well, I guess just, I do appreciate the comments. I mean, people should not come to this meeting and feel like they shouldn't speak up if they have an opinion. So, Jack, I do deviate from that, and if people have something to say, they should say it. So, okay. Sure. I'd call the question.
Anyone else have a comment, though, quick?
Can't do that.
Not the question's called. Roll call, please.
Regent Calamari? Yes. Regent Wilkins?
Yes.
Regent Schroeder? Yes. Regent Lacey? Yes. Regent Stark?
Yes.
Regent Whites?
Yes.
Regent Wilmot?
No.
Regent Claire?
Yes.
Regent Kenny?
Yes.
Regent O'Connor? Yes. Regent Schaefer?
Yes.
Regent Shear? Motion passes.
Mr. President.
Okay, Regent Kinney, there are also a number of reports for the board's review. I commend them to you for your attention.
I accept the reports listed on the agenda on behalf of the board. No further business. And of no objection, we stand adjourned. Thank you.
Facilities Corp.
Facilities court time.
Katie, I've got to go, so I cannot stick around for